Greenwood Manor stood on a hill overlooking the town. It was a grand old house with tall towers and dark windows. For years, people whispered about a ghost that haunted its halls. Legend had it that Lady Eleanor, the lady of the house, had died under mysterious circumstances. She was never seen again. Some said she had hidden treasure somewhere in the house. Others believed she was searching for something she had lost. Whatever the truth, everyone agreed that Greenwood Manor was a place of mystery and fear. It was Halloween night. Three friends, Anna, Ben and Sophie, dared each other to go to the manor. Anna, the bravest of the three, was excited by the challenge.
I can't wait to see what's inside.
Ben, always up for an adventure, felt a shiver run down his spine.
This place gives me the creeps, but let's do it.
Sophie, the most hesitant, wondered if they should just go trick-or-treating instead.
Are we sure about this? Maybe we should just get some candy.
But the dare had been made. They couldn't back down now. Armed with flashlights and their courage, they set off towards the haunted manor. As they walked, they shared stories about the ghost of Lady Eleanor. Each story made their hearts beat a little faster. The wind howled like a wolf as they approached the manor. The trees swayed, their branches casting eerie shadows in the moonlight. A shiver ran down Anna's spine, but she held her head high.
Ready? She whispered to her friends.
Ready? Ben said, his voice a little shaky.
Sophie just nodded, her eyes wide with apprehension. Taking a deep breath, they pushed open the creaking gate and stepped onto the overgrown path. A cold gust of wind slammed the gate shut behind them. They jumped, their hearts pounding in their chests. A sign on the door read, "Beware," but the friends were determined to uncover the secrets of Greenwood Manor. The inside of the manor was dark and dusty. Cobwebs hung from every corner and the air was thick with the smell of decay. They carefully made their way through the eerie silence, their footsteps echoing on the wooden floor. Each room was filled with shadows that danced in the dim light of their flashlights. They found a library with shelves full of dusty books, a dining room with a long empty table, and a music room with a grand piano that looked like it hadn't been touched in centuries. Finally, they reached the grand ballroom. As they stepped inside, the air grew cold. A faint white mist swirled before them, and a figure began to materialize. It was a woman in a long, flowing gown.
The ghost, Ben cried out, his voice trembling.
The ghostly figure turned towards them, her face pale and melancholic.
Do not be afraid. I am Lady Eleanor and I need your help.
The friends stood frozen, unsure of what to say.
Help! What can we do?
Lady Eleanor explained that she had been accused of stealing a precious locket, a family heirloom.
I am not guilty. If you find my locket, you will prove my innocence and help me find peace.
The children, moved by her plea, promised to help. Lady Eleanor then told them to look for the locket in the garden gazebo, the place where she had last seen it. With renewed determination, the children made their way out of the manor and into the overgrown garden. The wind whistled through the trees and the moon peeked through the clouds, casting an eerie glow on the path ahead. They found the gazebo, half hidden by vines and shrouded in shadows.
The locket must be here somewhere.
They searched every nook and cranny of the gazebo. They looked under benches, behind loose bricks, and even dug into the flower beds. The locket seemed lost to time. Just when their hope began to dwindle, Ben stumbled upon a loose floorboard. Prying it open, he discovered a small velvet box hidden beneath. Holding their breath, they opened the box. Inside, nestled on a bed of faded velvet, lay a beautiful silver locket. It was intricately designed with delicate engravings and sparkled faintly in the moonlight. This had to be it.
We found it!
The children wasted no time in rushing back to the manor. They couldn't wait to show Lady Eleanor and finally lay her soul to rest. As they entered the grand ballroom, they saw Lady Eleanor waiting for them. Her translucent hand was outstretched, her spectral eyes filled with a mix of hope and despair. Anna, her heart pounding with anticipation, stepped forward and gently placed the locket in Lady Eleanor's outstretched hand. As soon as the locket touched her ghostly fingers, a radiant light filled the room. The children shielded their eyes from the sudden brightness. When the light subsided, Lady Eleanor's sorrowful expression had transformed into one of peace and gratitude.
You have kept your promise. Thank you.
The children watched in amazement as Lady Eleanor began to glow brighter and brighter, her form becoming less and less distinct.
The locket has cleared my name. I can finally rest.
Her form shimmered, becoming more translucent with each passing second. Then, with a final, grateful smile, Lady Eleanor vanished completely. The locket, no longer radiating light, fell to the floor with a soft clink. The children stared at the spot where the ghost had stood, their hearts filled with a mixture of sadness and relief. They had helped Lady Eleanor find peace. The thought filled them with a sense of satisfaction unlike anything they had ever felt before. As the friends left the manor, the first rays of dawn were just beginning to break through the darkness. The wind had died down and the trees stood still and silent. The air felt lighter, cleaner, as if a heavy weight had been lifted. From that day forward, Greenwood Manor was no longer considered a place of fear and dread. The stories of hauntings ceased, replaced with tales of 3 brave children who had helped a restless spirit find peace. The manor stood proudly on the hill, bathed in the warm glow of the morning sun. It was no longer a haunted house, but a testament to the power of courage, kindness, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. As for Anna, Ben, and Sophie, they returned home that Halloween morning with a story they would never forget.
We faced our fears, solved a mystery, and helped a ghost find peace.
We learned that courage isn't about not being afraid, but about facing your fears head on.
And we discovered that even in the darkest of places, hope and kindness could shine through.
That Halloween, they had not only experienced an unforgettable adventure, but had also learned a valuable lesson about the true meaning of bravery and compassion. It was a Halloween they would cherish forever.